What's going on, guys? I'm glad you're here at Seaver Shoots, back with another video. Before we get into the product that I will be talking about today, which you probably already know what is from the title and the search that got you to that title, I want to talk to you about my buddy Dan, who owns a company called Mckenitec Holsters. I like to call him Dan the Holster Man. That is not his marketing. That's just me being annoying. Dan makes really awesome holsters. I will show you an example here with my P320X carry that has the Parker mounted machine, Ultra Comp there at the end, Surefire X300, obviously, is optics cut, it is light bearing, and he even was able to accommodate that compensator here at the end just from me letting him know down in the comment section that I needed that. It's got really good retention in it, just enough but not too much, and it slides in there and locks in really nice. Good trigger guard protection, and man, it looks dang good. All the extras, the colors, the suppressor height sights, the optics cut, the light bearing, that is all one base price. He doesn't make you pay extra for any of that. His lead times have been a little bit longer because people are starting to realize he does really good work, and for a super affordable price. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but he's a one-man show. I know that he doesn't really expressly say that, but I'll say it for him. He's a one-man show, but he just got a CNC machine, so he's about to ramp things up. He said that he should be able to produce about 10 times as much per day as he was before, now that he's got this CNC machine. So expect to see higher quality work come out of Mckenitec holsters, as well as much faster work. I'll go ahead and stand up and show you how this thing conceals. I'm wearing sweatpants with my main belt underneath. This is how I carry when I'm wearing sweatpants, when I'm just home and lazy, and boom, it's gone. Not printing, at least nothing crazy, nothing that would draw any attention. But if I need to get to this guy at any point, very quick, and she goes back in as easily as she was drawn out. And there you go. There is my plug for Mckenitec holsters. You can use Seaver Shoots as a discount at checkout for 15% off. That doesn't do anything for me except show Dan that I am trying to send people over to him. I really appreciate his work, and I think that you will like it as well. Now let's get into the video, and for that I'm going to need to be in a plate carrier. Alrighty, now that we're here, now that we're all kitted up and ready to go to war, I just want to talk about what we're talking about today, and that is the Placard system from Spiritus Systems. This is their microfight Placard. It is a really good product. I want to go over one controversial topic before I actually get into the product, and that is whether or not you should buy it as a chest rig or just the Placard. My opinion is just the Placard. I don't find a whole lot of civilian use for chest rigs. There is one argument that people like to use more than anything else when it comes to chest rigs over plate carriers, and that is speed. Plate carriers are said to be heavy and hard to move quickly in. Well, that comes down to your level of training, so it's kind of a subjective thing. At the end of the day, I think that it is better to have the ballistic protection of a plate carrier and train to be strong to carry it. This is going to be the controversial part. If you own a plate carrier and you don't go running in it, you don't go hiking in it, you don't train moving quickly in it, or you don't go to the gym and train your body to be strong to carry it, you should probably never put it on. You might as well just run a chest rig, but don't go running into a firefight because you don't have the stamina to sustain yourself through that kind of ordeal. Now, if you're like me and you do go running in this and you do train in it and you make sure you can move quickly in it, there is no advantage to a chest rig over a plate carrier. Again, this is just my opinion, but you can train to move quickly in this. You cannot train with a chest rig to be bulletproof. That's not doable, okay? So that makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you if you're in a military role or something where you need something super cool and low vis and tactical, then chest rig might work for you. I'm not saying that chest rigs are obsolete. They're probably good in certain situations, but I would say for a majority of people, get off your butt and go train in your plate carrier so you can move quickly in it. End of controversy. Let's move into the product itself. Again, there's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to this guy, and that's good and bad. The good part is that it's very customizable. You can do a whole lot of things with this. The bad thing is that it's a whole lot of money for just the placard. With the chest rig, it's even worse, but just the placard, whole lot of money for something that comes out of the box being able to do literally nothing but look pretty. I think it looks good. So it comes with 2 male end buckles, no female end buckles. You have to buy these. Luckily, they are inexpensive. It comes with a nice bit of hook Velcro on the back, and that's the only way that I attach it. I use the male end buckles and the female buckles and the hook Velcro to the loop Velcro on my carrier. No issues with it coming loose. The Velcro does a fantastic job, and the buckles add in a little bit of extra security, and they keep it a little bit tighter to you as well, which I appreciate. Okay, loop, 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 loop. Those are all for buckles. If you choose to, you can put more buckles on your carrier just to really wrench it down. I find it to be okay. These are mainly for the chest rig setup if you choose to get that at the same time. From there, loop Velcro on the front for some more customizability. There are some Spiritus options that you can throw in here that then attach to the front and create pouches and things, which is really cool. I plan on doing some of that stuff. Then we have a little envelope and big envelope, and I'm going to spend most of my time talking about the big envelope here because most of us are going to buy this with the thought in mind that we're going to run around with AR magazines in it. And there's a couple different ways that you can do that, and I think there's one that is way better than the others, and I'm not even using that specific method. I'm going to in the future. Right now I'm using a much worse method that is not working out great. It's adequate. All the videos of me shooting with this thing and doing reloads, I'm using what's in here right now, but I'm going to go with a better system in the future, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But what I have going on in here right now is some of these little Kydex wedges. They're meant to go inside of some nylon retainers that kind of keep them tight so that there's retention. They've got Velcro on the front and the back so that they attach to the Velcro on the inside of here and they keep everything closed down. But right out of the box, they don't have any retention. These little things, I'll put a picture of them up here. I don't want to pull them out because it's a nightmare, and I have them in an okay spot right now, and if they move, then the world will end. So I'm gonna leave everything in here and just show you pictures. Basically, they are not great right out of the box. You have to do some things. I actually have some strips of loop Velcro like this that are wrapped around them, holding them tight so that the retention is actually pretty good. You could dance around with this guy upside down all you want, hang from a trapeze, whatever you're gonna do, and this thing will retain the magazines, and that's great and everything, except things shift a little bit. The mags aren't super even in their placement, and I don't like how open the envelope still is. So you can kind of see the inserts in there just a little bit, especially right there. There's the corner of one. Not a terrible system. I'm probably not doing it 100% right, but I'm doing it the way that I want it to work, and it is working the way that I want it to. It's just suboptimal. So the Spiritus solution for this is not great. It's all elastic. It's made out of, I'm assuming, some kind of nylon. It's got the Velcro on the front and back so that it indexes with the inside of this thing. Well, I'm sure there's military personnel that run it and it works just fine, but I'm not a huge fan of retention through elastic. Personally, I would rather have Kydex, which is why I went with what I did. But here's a picture of the Spiritus system that goes in here. I think it's suboptimal. I think they could have done better, and there is a company that has done better. They've done similar to what I've done, but just way smarter. Basically, what they came up with is a system of 3 mag carriers right next to each other, all made out of one piece of Kydex. Okay, so it's basically like a Kydex AR mag holster. They're all attached though. There are retention points on it where you can ramp up the retention. They have open lips for easy re-indexing, and then there's the Velcro on the front and the back so that it will go into this. This is from A&R Design. It is called the Gitara system. They are very into Japanese stuff. Anyway, A&R Design is a holster company. They make some really cool, innovative stuff outside of holsters. Obviously, this is more of a holstery thing, kind of their wheelhouse, but it blows my mind how simple it is and how nobody else came up with it until now. Now, the thing is, it's a little pricey. I think that the Spiritus option is like $30, which is expensive in my opinion for a freaking piece of nylon with Velcro on it. But the Gitara system is like $80. I'm still gonna go with it because I think it's worth it and it'll do exactly what I want it to. They make two different versions. One is for this specifically for the Spiritus Systems Microfight rig. And the reason that they had to make one for this is because it's an envelope. It's not a pouch. There's no zippers or anything. So they had to make it special for this specifically. And then they make one that is for like the Haley Strategic rig and it fits a whole bunch of other ones as well. Super smart, super cool, super innovative, and I will definitely be running that. Plans for this going forward. I want to find a way to get 2 pistol mags down in this front pouch, and then I'm going to do a half zipped pouch over here on the other side of the small pouch so that I can carry around some tools in here. As much as I loved these guys upside down, I know some of you guys really hated that. The issue with these was there's no way to carry extra stuff. And I really wanted to be able to carry extra stuff in the front here. My belt, I want to throw a med kit on it of some kind, and then my belt is done. I don't want any more stuff on my belt. I want everything else to go here or back here. Somehow I'm open to that as well, but that's ultimately why I ended up going with this guy. Super customizable. I can do whatever I want with it. Just don't expect it to do a whole lot out of the box, and look for good solutions, good quality solutions to some of the problems that I brought up today. There might be some other ones out there, ones that you're more comfortable with than I am, but those are my plans going forward. I will do another review of this once I have it all built out and I've used it for a while. I think it's really good product. Spiritus Systems did a very good job. It's a very well made, well put together, well thought out kind of thing. I just think that for the price, it could have a little bit more come with it. Guys, if you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. If you didn't, let me know down in the comments why, and we can talk about it. Let's have a conversation. And as always, I will catch you later.